Many people believe there exists a mystical kingdom hidden somewhere deep within the Himalayan mountains. The kingdom is inhabited entirely by enlightened beings, and anyone who finds it will become enlightened themselves. The kingdom is known as Shambhala, and its history dates back far into ancient times. The origins of Shambhala are directly tied to a specific mountain, Mount Kailash. Similar to the mysterious origins of Shambhala, Mount Kailash is also shrouded in mystery. It's unclear when exactly people began to view Kailash as a sacred place, as it seems to have been considered sacred since the very beginning of history. In this video, we will be looking at the origins of Shambhala and Mount Kailash, so that by the end of it, we will be one step closer to finding the location of this mystical kingdom, and hopefully one step closer to attaining enlightenment ourselves. Shambhala is first mentioned by name in an esoteric Buddhist text called the Kalachakra Tantra. The Kalachakra Tantra was written around the 11th century CE, but Shambhala's true origins are likely many years earlier. That is because the text we have today is a shortened version of the original Tantra. This Tantra was given to the first king of Shambhala when he ventured into India in search of a way to become enlightened without giving up his connections to the physical world. During his journey, the Buddha appeared to him and bestowed the Kalachakra teachings onto him. After receiving these revelations, King Suchandra took them back to his kingdom and wrote the Paramari Buddha Tantra. Unfortunately, this version of the Tantra was lost with time. But although we don't have that original version, we do have that shortened version which was written by Manjushri Kirti. He was the 8th king of Shambhala, and using the teachings of the Kalachakra, he united the people of his kingdom, earning him the title of Rigden. This is only a piece of the history of Shambhala, and much of its history can be found in the Kalachakra and its commentaries. But if all these histories are about a real place, then where is it? Shouldn't there be some archaeological evidence of this ancient city? If Shambhala is not a real physical place, then where does the Kalachakra Tantra come from? If we assume Shambhala was once a real kingdom, then surely there should be descriptions of it outside of the Kalachakra, right? The Bon culture of Tibet has traditions that stretch back thousands of years, with some ranking it the oldest indigenous religion in the world. Bon began around 17,000 years ago, when a Buddha-like figure by the name of Tonpa Shenrab visited the kingdom Zhengjang, which was located around Mount Kailash. Tonpa Shenrab was a king from the mystical city of Olmo-Lungring, also known as Tagzig. The city is not thought of as being a physical space. Legend has it that the city was divine, full of enlightened beings, lush vegetation, flowing rivers, and beautiful mountains. Most importantly, the city acts as a mystical connection to all of time and space. At the center of the city lies a primordial mountain, which acts as a connection point between the physical and non-physical worlds. Tonpa Shenrab came to the people of Zhengjang and taught them the way to enlightenment through a form of shamanism which was already known to the people of that time. But he could not teach them everything, as they were not spiritually ready to understand the full truth. Tonpa Shenrab's teachings flourished throughout the real kingdom of Zhengjang, and it spawned the Bon philosophies that still continue to this day. The story of Tonpa Shenrab and Olmo-Lungring are very similar to the Tibetan story of King Suchandra and Shambhala. Therefore, it does not come as a surprise that both religions consider the same mountain to be the connection point to the divine realm. Both Bonpos and Buddhists revere Mount Kailash as the center of our physical world and as a deeply sacred place. Bonpos consider Kailash to be the same mountain as the one found in Olmo-Lungring, and the mountaintop is where the divine city and our physical world are said to interdimensionally connect. Buddhists also consider Kailash to be the axis mundi, aka center of the world and connection to the divine. Additionally, Buddhism reveres Kailash because its most famous convert, Milarepa, was the only man to climb Kailash to its peak. Since this legendary climb, no one has been able to make it to the top of the mountain. Hinduism and Jainism also consider Kailash to be a highly sacred place. Hindus believe Kailash to be the seat of Lord Shiva, where one may find him meditating at the mountain's peak. Mount Ashtapada, located next to Kailash, is where Jains believe their first Tirthankara, or great teacher, achieved liberation. Clearly, Mount Kailash is a special place in this world. But where did these stories begin? And what is the origins of Mount Kailash's power? There are many theories online about Mount Kailash's mystical powers. Some people say that time moves faster as you get closer to the mountain, with those going near it aging faster than normal. Other big theories about the mountain have to do with its odd pyramid shape. The mountain has 4 sides which perfectly face the 4 cardinal directions. Some speculate that the entire mountain is some relic from ancient times, and that this pyramid shape was deliberately constructed by either advanced humans or the gods. To skeptics, these theories may seem quite eccentric, but the question remains, what made this place so sacred to begin with? The answer is Beyuls. Beyul is a Tibetan word meaning hidden valley, and can be compared to an oasis found in the desert. Because of the harsh environments of the Himalayas, valleys sometimes provide lush vegetation and seclusion from the outside world. The combination of safety, beauty, and tranquility enables its visitors to be filled with feelings of peace and connection to the natural world. Peace and connection to nature were the most important spiritual values to the people of that time. These qualities of the Beyul extend to Mount Kailash and its surrounding area. The beauty and unique features of the lonely mountain would have touched the hearts of the people who came upon it so many years ago. But what of the claims that Mount Kailash is the axis mundi, or center of the world? Well, that answer lies in the source of life, water. The water in the 2 lakes surrounding Mount Kailash is some of the purest fresh water on the planet, and is fed directly from the Kailash glaciers. Not only that, but the water from these glaciers directly stretches all across the Indian continent. Kailash feeds the Indus, Sutlej, Brahmaputra, and Karnali rivers. The ancients would have recognized this, and maybe came to the conclusion that this place is the source of all life. Was Shambhala a mystical kingdom hidden away from the rest of the world? Maybe. Perhaps a better question to ask is Shambhala a real kingdom? One that's waiting for us to open our eyes and let in its light? To that, I will answer yes. I believe the mystical experiences felt by the pilgrims trekking around Kailash are equally as real as the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. It's possible that these sacred spaces, embodying both intimacy and awe, awaken a feeling within us that connects us to the natural world. I'll leave you with a quote I came across while researching this video. It captures the philosophy of the Bon tradition and the elegance of how they view the world. Thanks for watching.